Guys, super pumped. Big exciting day today. The wife and I are headed down toward Atlanta, Georgia, and I am fairly confident that we're going to be picking up a new car today. I could try to hold you in suspense and, drag this whole thing out, but I'll tell you just right up front, the car is not for me. We are going to pick up a vehicle for my daughter. I have a pretty good feeling about it. My wife, who goes 100% based on her feelings, has a good feeling about this as well. So we're going to check it out. It's a little more expensive than I was wanting to be at, a little higher price point than I was wanting to be at for her first car. But, it is what it is. But, I want to make sure it's a good, decent quality vehicle. It looks good. Can't be having her driving a piece of crap. So anyway, we're heading down that way, and fingers crossed we get a good deal. Well, boys, we're driving home in something different. We picked up a vehicle for our daughter tonight. Can't really show you much. It's dark as hell. We'll talk about it when it's light out. All right, guys, we got some daylight, and as you can tell, we got a light interior. What is the vehicle, though? What's the vehicle? Let's take a look. And here she is. 2011 Acura MDX. Pretty clean little ride, actually. No dings, no rust, no dents. Very well taken care of. Pretty sharp. All-wheel drive. It's kind of got the pearl white paint, which I actually like. The rear end of these is pretty sweet. I like the dual exhaust. Tires are damn near new. A little bit of tint on the windows. Yes, sir. You always hear the stories, driven by an old lady, blah, blah, blah. But actually that was the case for this vehicle. Really nice couple. Not sure how old they are, just recently retired. It was the wife's vehicle, and I believe she drove around the state of Georgia for Scholastic Books or something like that, she had said. So she put a lot of miles on the vehicle, but it was very well maintained. Like I said, no dents, no dings. Paint is in great shape. Interior is super clean. I want to lock myself out of this thing intentionally, but you can see it's just really clean. Sunroof, boosted motion can be happy. Just really sharp. This is a 2011. They've owned it since 2014. Second owner. Really complete maintenance records, which is nice. Timing belt just done earlier this year in March. So we're really starting off on the right foot with this vehicle, which is good. My main concern is reliability always, and of course. And she actually moved from this vehicle to a brand new Audi Q5. So a little bit of a step up. She wanted something a little bit smaller now that she's not using all this space to haul books around all over the state. So really pumped about this vehicle. Everything works, navigation, radio. I know that this is much nicer than anything that I started off with. So happy to do it. Really excited to pass this on to our little girl, who's now growing up, which kind of blows. But it's fun. And we really tried hard to stick in the Infiniti family. She really wanted an FX35, but it was just really tough to find them in decent shape. You can find them with relatively low miles, 130, 150,000 miles or something like that, but it doesn't seem like any of those FX35s were very well taken care of, unfortunately. And the interior materials just don't seem as nice as like a BMW or an Acura, apparently. Even 2008s and 2009s, the seats are literally peeling, cracks everywhere. They just don't seem to hold up. So that's Infiniti for you, I guess. Never owned a Honda, never owned an Acura, but I don't know, it's nice. Engine bay needs to be cleaned up. I'm embarrassed to even show it to you. I got to polish the headlights, but we'll get those fixed up nice too. Interior is really clean, but a little leather cleaner and leather conditioner and and you know, some little fingerprints and stuff here and there. We'll get this all detailed and cleaned up for her before we give it to her on Christmas. So that wasn't really ever the plan, to give it to her as a Christmas present, but timing just kind of worked out. In South Carolina, if you're 15 and a half, you can get a restricted license, which means you can drive by yourself to school or sporting events or to your job after school if you happen to have one. And she's right at 15 and a half now. So we wanted her to have her own vehicle to continue learning to drive in, something smaller than the Explorer. And obviously she's not driving the Q5, but we wanted something a little smaller, a little more nimble for her to take her driver's test in. So we're going to get her on the road, accumulate some more driving hours, and have her driving this thing around town. What do we got going here? A little pop-up car meet or something? The brakes seem decent. It's got paddle shifters. That's nice. Suspension is a little... It's not bad. It's not bad. I guess I have, you know, what I'm used to driving in the Q, you know, in newer vehicles like the Explorer. So I get in here, I guess, with kind of taking things for granted, or a little different expectations than what I should have. I got to remember that I'm driving a higher mileage, you know, used vehicle. We're really excited to give it to her on Christmas, and stick around, guys. I'm going to do a separate video, kind of a little glimpse into the personal family life. We'll do a reveal. I'm going to get her outside and surprise her with, and hopefully have a couple camera angles set up to where we can catch a good reaction from her and do a little first drive and first impressions video. So stay tuned for that. So stick around, guys. I know you will. I appreciate the continued support. Some good stuff coming up for 2021. It's going to be a special year. We got a lot to make up for because of 2020, as everyone knows. So stick around. Appreciate it, guys, as always, and of course, see you in the next one.